Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Lizzie, and for today's video I am super excited. We are watching Daughters of Darkness, and the reason I am super excited for today's movie is that even though it is a fictional film, it centers around Elizabeth Bathory, and if you don't know who she is, she was the countess that bathed in the blood of the young to try and stay young, which is fucked up. And she was a real person. If you've seen American Horror Story Coven, that's who Kathy Bates' character is based off of. But yeah, she was a real person and did real fucked up things. But this movie is centered around her and just like a fictional depiction of the story. And yeah, I'm excited because it's rumored that she is kind of one of, or the inspiration for Dracula. There are other people as well that have been noted as potentially being the inspiration for Dracula, but she is one person as well. She's kind of one of those real life vampire type people, and I love a good vampire film, and I always think the people that do this stuff in real life is obviously fucked up, but I'm definitely excited to see this and see how they kind of depict this. I think the film is from the 70s. I think it's supposed to be set in that era, a modern for the time version of it. So yeah, I'm just excited to see how they do the story, and let you guys know what my final thoughts are.
Silly tales about owls chased away by garlic and vampires shrinking from crosses.
And I am done, and we're going to spooky lighting again, because why the hell not? I liked this one. So like I said, it focuses on Elizabeth Bathory, though they pronounce her name differently than this, which I might be pronouncing it wrong in general. Pronounce it Battery or something like that. But she is done as though she is a actual vampire, which I had a feeling. I was wondering if they were going to take it that route, and they did, which I really liked, because obviously I love a good vampire film. And like I said, she is noted as being, the real her is noted as being, inspiration for the original Dracula, or just, sorry, cat opening the door, wasn't a ghost, just a kid. So I really like that they took that route of making her, a vampire. Now, there are some characters, people are aware of who Elizabeth Bathory is, but she kind of plays it oh, that's an ancestor of mine, because she basically goes to this hotel, and there is a, I don't know, bellhop type person, desk guy, I don't remember what they called him, but a guy that works at the hotel that remembers meeting Elizabeth 40 years prior, is what he says, and, he recognizes her right away and tells her I could, not forget your face, and she's just oh no, this is an ancestor of mine. And then there's a police officer, there's people that recognize her, but she just plays it off as if, different family member. And I think I explained in the opening that there's this couple that is staying at this hotel as well, and their relationship dynamic, very interesting. In the beginning, the film opens with a sex scene, and you kind of think oh, they're this cute couple that's madly in love, and they just got married, and they got married on a whim. It's very obvious that they don't really know each other, and that definitely plays into their relationship as the film goes on. And I don't want to get too much into all of the details, because I think it was a really good film, and I think it's definitely worth watching, especially if you enjoy vampire films and you haven't seen this one, and especially if you're interested in things that are slightly based off of real people. Obviously, this takes it to a whole another level, and I really liked that. Also, like, the main, like, majority of this cast main focus is women. You have like 3 women, because you have Elizabeth, you have her kind of vampire slave woman, you have Valerie, who is the girl that's part of this couple, and then you do have like these 3 male characters, like the cop and the bellhop guy, but those 2 are kind of really the side characters. They're not in the film as much. They just kind of come and go, and so then the like boyfriend or the husband is really the only main male character, which I kind of liked. I mean, it was definitely different for, I mean, there's some films on this list that have had like heavy female cast, but a majority of them really haven't. And like the women in this film are pretty like empowered. I mean, Valerie kind of starts out like very like unempowered basically, but she kind of gains it as the film goes on. Sort of. Anyway, it's a really good film, and I highly suggest it if you haven't seen it. If you have seen it, let me know what you think about it in the comments below. If you did enjoy this, please do give a big old thumbs up and make sure that you hit that subscribe button for more horror-related content, and I will see you guys again tomorrow with another video. Bye.